The Local Show, featuring conversations with business owners, employees, and local business leaders about their successes, challenges, and reasons for doing business. Right here in Central New York. The Local Show is locally produced by Zoe Advertising. Now your hosts, Tom and Steve.
Welcome in, ladies and gentlemen. This is the 2024 pre-Christmas edition of The Local Show. If you're not watching the Hallmark Channel, I'm sure you're glued right to us. I'm your host, Tom Soccocio Jr., along with my friend and co-host, Steve Roberts. The Local Show features conversations about local businesses. We talk to the business owners, the CEOs, the CFOs, entrepreneurs, nonprofits, business advocates, and other business-friendly organizations. We learn how they got into business and why they do business right here in Syracuse, New York, and where their businesses might be going in the future. You're going to hear all about their successes, their challenges, opportunities, marketing, and advertising. We're broadcasting from the Zoe Advertising Studios, sponsored by Safe Harbor Wills and Trusts, and you can see us on YouTube as well. Remember, YouTube viewers, we are a radio show that gets... well, you don't call it tape anymore. Capture. It gets
film.
Captured.
It's film, Tom.
Yeah,
no, it's not film.
It's not film. It's not that. It's captured onto some sort of a viewing device.
It goes into some kind of hard drive, right? I don't know what it does. Things have changed.
That's where we're at. Yeah.
So I got some good news for you, Tom.
Very good. Go ahead.
So I know you are. You mentioned the Hallmark Channel. I know you're a fan of it.
Yes, I am.
And so it was, kind of a mocking way.
Yeah.
They the Hallmark ratings are higher than MSNBC and CNN.
Yeah.
Even before the holidays, because people aren't watching they're not watching the bad news stuff.
Right.
The political stuff has all been fairly toned down compared to the rhetoric that it was.
Absolutely.
And they're even the Hallmark Channel has higher ratings than MSNBC. I thought that was hysterical, actually.
Yeah.
But I thought of you because, you like that.
Yeah, well, I was watching the Hallmark Channel to begin with 20 years ago.
I know, you're big on that.
When Kelly first introduced me to it, and then we got into it kind of as a joke, it was kind of a joke thing. But then I've noticed that they've migrated over to Netflix. So now you can get all the Hallmark movies all in one place.
Wait a minute. So
kind of
Netflix, so on Netflix, are the Hallmark movies or on Hallmark or the Netflix movies?
Netflix has the Hallmark movies along with Netflix Christmas movies.
Okay.
So you can watch a whole category of stuff. And you know what? 50% of them are just absolutely awful, but
that's what's fun.
It's kind of right. It's kind of that cheesy, corny,
B-movie
rom-com stuff that you can just float with. So that's fun.
But I think you and I appreciate cheesy.
Yeah, we do. Speaking of cheesy,
there we go.
Jerome Snyder's coming up first. He's the owner of Pestmaster Syracuse. Hey there, Jerome. How are you?
Like a dream come true.
Very good.
You've never said that before.
It's my signature.
Is that what it is?
Jerome, how did you get into Pestmaster? Bring people up to speed.
Oh, we've been doing it a long time now. 6 years we've been at this little game in Central New York, right here in Syracuse. So, I don't know. I was a chemist, and I was working in pharmaceuticals and manufacturing and this and that. And I made
Were you here when you were doing that?
I started in Buffalo, Grand Island. Buffalo, then up to Grand Island.
Oh, you had to go to Grand Island. I ever tell you, I dated a girl in Grand Island when I was in my early 20s. Yeah. And the first time she took me over to her house, it was at night, so I never saw the bridge. I never knew how we got there.
You didn't know that you drove over the bridge?
Right, and then so every time we had to go any place, we had to go over that thing and back over and back. And that thing is so tall. Wow.
It is a feat, yeah.
It doesn't bother you, but heights don't bother you.
Did you take her over in the Niagara Falls? Did you go over Niagara Falls to stand and lean over?
No, I don't.
Does that bother you?
That bothers me. Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I have to lay back. But when I was younger, the Grand Island Bridge didn't bother me. Now it bothers me. But
of course, everything bothers me now. So it's a longer list.
If we get older, Tom, a lot of things start bothering us that didn't bother us when we were 20.
So 6 years ago.
So you were down there, and then you came back.
I just turned around. So I was in New York. I went to manufacturing, chemicals. I got a chemistry degree, did manufacturing, came out here, Syracuse, did some more manufacturing, was making some products for a little company in town here, some pesticide-free flea and tick treatments for your pets and for the yard. And I really kind of like that. And I've been doing manufacturing for 20 years, and I'm on the wrong side of this production line. I got to do something different. So I started looking for my own business, and I didn't feel real confident about what you guys do, like the marketing and advertising.
Right.
So the franchise helps you with that, and that's really what I thought. The technical stuff I think I could probably learn pretty quick, but the marketing stuff, what you guys is a mystery to me. It still is today.
And they had a pretty good reputation. The Pestmaster people.
They do.
Yeah.
They're all across the country, and they have some good people.
And you like their chemicals, if you can like chemicals, compared to the kill everything you were sharing before that they're greener. I don't know if that's a term or a word, but
you know what? There's a difference between being an exterminator and being a pest management professional.
Okay.
So that's the difference, and they really are. That's what they teach. That's what they preach. That's the way they live. It's environmentality. Every time you put stuff out. When I was working on my graduate degree, it was about these pesticides up in the atmosphere. So, we're putting pesticides on everything. It percolates up in the atmosphere, and next thing you know, it's
coming down
seals.
on us.
It comes down in the seals in the Arctic, and then the polar bears got it.
The whole acid rain thing, right?
Yeah. Yep, just like that. That kind of stuff was interesting to me. Pestmaster had a great angle on it, which I totally agree with. And so 6 years ago, I jumped in the pool, and
that's interesting. You call it pest management, not extermination.
We're not here to kill every single thing out there. We don't want that. You don't want no bees. You can read stories. I'm not going to point it out, but you can go look up about Department of Agriculture going to visit a certain place, and they get out, and there's no bees buzzing around, and the people are by hand pollinating the fruit trees.
Wow.
We don't need to get into detail of that, but you understand.
Let's take us up to current. Now is the time where a lot of people will see moles and mice. And
the mice come home for Christmas, don't they?
Yes, right. Or, you can get a family of squirrels living up in your attic. How do you mitigate that and take care of people at this time of year?
Yeah, this is the time of year where those small vertebrate pests are getting inside. Or at least you're noticing them. Maybe they're in, you didn't notice them, but now you're inside too, so you hear the scratching in the ceiling, and you see the droppings, or you maybe see one scurrying about right in your pantry, right? So, we want to go around the outside. We want to make sure we close up the holes where they're getting in. We want to set some traps, and we want to take care of the house, whether it's high or low. You got the squirrels coming across the electric line, and they're chewing a hole through the siding, and then they're getting inside. So we want to make sure we get a one-way door. We want them trapped inside. You can't just go up and close a hole. Don't go up and close the hole. All right, you got to go up there. You got to put one-way door on it or a trap. When he comes out, you got him. Trap a couple days, 3 days without any noise, then we can close up that.
But you got you built a better mousetrap. I know you were using those over at Mom's.
Oh, we have some special mousetraps that we get, and we like those. They're more sanitary. They hold in the odor. You can see them. You don't have to touch them. Yeah, we like those traps. That's all we use.
Yeah. So anything else you wanted me to know? I think you said there's some kind of a before midnight tomorrow. Real quick, what's the
big special? Oh yeah. Call me and sign up and send me a lot of money, and we'll take care of you. Merry Christmas.
That sounds like Tom.
Merry Christmas, yes. Give it to him. What do you got?
If you're looking to get it right, what do you got?
We have an Easy Out program. Normally when we sign up somebody for their home service, it's going to be one visit, and then every 60 days thereafter. We sign you up for that, and if you don't like what we did the first time, we come in there, we spend a couple hours at your house. If you don't love what we did, no matter what the pest is, whether it be fleas, bed bugs, cockroaches, squirrels, if you don't love what we did on that first visit, then Easy Out. We don't guarantee and hold you to the rest of the contract.
All right. So so it's safe. 598-4046. That's the number I think
that's
we're
us, yeah.
598-4046, pestmaster.com, Syracuse. Thank you, Jerome.
All right. Very good.